with my date. Thank you, Laurel. Only Laurel is done with the date, right? And Wycliffe and Solomon. Okay. Amanda, are you done? Let's try to be quick. All right, so let's continue. I want you to put your pencil down in your book. Put your pencil down and then you hear what I'm going to explain. Now, this morning, we are going to look at something very simple as usual. I've always taught you simple work, okay? But this time around, we are looking at expanding numbers. Remember, we have been looking at tens and ones, place values, placing the numbers in their exact order. And we said the first number you write, that number is included in the ones. And the second number you write, it is always put under the tens side. I told you right now in first term primary one, we are looking at tens and ones only, but by the end of the year, we shall be introducing the hundreds, isn't it? But right now, we are only focusing on looking at that ones and the tens. We have been looking at the abacus and we saw how we can plot beads on the abacus, on the ones and the tens. Is there anyone who has a question about the abacus? If you have a question, raise up your hand and I see. Maybe you said, Teacher Doreen, I did not understand the abacus. I did not understand how you count the beads, or maybe how you put the beads on the abacus. Please, before I start this lesson, we shall first go back to the abacus. I think there is no one. Since there is no one who is raising up the hand, I now know that everyone understood the abacus. So I want us to go straight to expanding numbers. Expanding numbers. What does the word expand numbers mean here? Who can try and tell us what does the word expand mean? Let's try to discuss. What does the word expand? What comes into your mind when you hear expand, expand? What comes into your mind? Yes, Elsa.
It means there's a dash and where you're going to put the number.
Sure. There is a dash and where you're going to put the number. Okay.
Recording in progress.
Elsa, thank you for trying. Who else can tell me what does the word expand? When I say expand, what does it mean? Someone to try? Hey, this is a new term for primary one. Solomon, could you try?
Yes,
could you try? What does the word expand mean, Solomon? You don't know. It's okay. It's okay, Solomon. Okay. Now, listen to me very well. The word expand, Laura, put down whatever you have. The word expand means to make something bigger, greater, make it bigger from its normal size and maybe make it bigger. How many of you have ever baked a chapati? When you bake, when you need, thank you. When you need that flour together, you mix it with the water, the carrots, the everything. You first leave it before you begin pushing it. Before you make the chapati out of it. You get that flour. After mixing it, you put it somewhere in a bowl and you wait for it to raise or to expand, to become bigger from the size it was, and then it becomes a little bit bigger. That is what they call expand. So even as we are going to get these numbers and we make them a little bit bigger. So can we all write that heading, expanding numbers? Have you written that heading already? Very well. All right, let's continue. What do we mean? What are we going to look at under this topic of expanding numbers? let's look at my screen. Don't write anything. Don't write what you don't know. First, wait for me to explain. So these are some of the examples. I am going to get my pencil here, and then I explain step by step on what we are supposed to do. First and foremost, this is number 12. Let me get my pencil here. This is number 12. We said the first number you write is the ones. And then the second number here, this one represents the tens. I remember even when we were drawing bundles, sticks and ones and the bundles. Do you remember? We were looking at the ones and the tens. So here we come. We have the ones here, and then we have the tens here. So what do? When we are making this number bigger, eyes on my screen, please. When we are making this number bigger, the number is 12. 12. 12. So since this one is in the place value of tens, it will become 10. 1 times the 2. 1 tens is 10. Then we put plus. We are making it bigger. This 2 is in the place value of ones. Are we together? So this 2 will be 2 times 1. 2 times the 1, which will remain 2. So our expanded number will be 10 plus 2. 10 plus 2 from number 12. That means even when you add 10 plus the 2, it will automatically give you 12. Are we together? The same page, my dears. Diana, are we together? Are we together, Diana? Send me a thumb up if we are together. Thank you, Solomon. Thank you, Adiana. Wow. Let's go to the second example. I just want your eyes to still be focused on my screen. Your eyes still focused on my screen, okay? Thank you, good ones. Quickly put your video. So here we have 36. 36. Even the way you said the number in your mouth, 36. 36. They are saying we make this number bigger. They are saying we expand this number. What do? First and foremost, we are still on our examples. This is the second one. We shall come here and say this 6 is in the place value of, let me talk to someone. Come in. 6 is in the place value of? Ones. And then 3 is in the place value of?
From the time he told me that someone has money.
Is in the place value of what, Carmen? You have some of it. Is it in the tens or the ones?
The tens.
Oh, sorry. I am muting Carmen. The noise is too much. Thank you. So Carmen has told us that 3 is in the place value of tens. That means 3, which is in the place value of tens, it will be multiplied by this 10 here, and it will become 30. 30, which is here, then plus the 6 times 1, which will remain as 6. And the answer will be 30 plus 6. Remember, we are making this number bigger, 36. We are making it bigger. So when we expand it, it will be 30 plus 6. 30 plus 6. Are we together, Wycliffe? Unmute yourself and talk to me, Bossa.
Yes.
Are we together?
Yes.
Wow, that's lovely. So let's go to the next number. But let me first grab off what I've put here because it may appear on our next slide. All right. Let's go to our next numbers. Now, I have numbers here. I have 49, 49, 49. According to what I have explained, who can be of help and show us and tell us how we are supposed to expand 49? Dash plus dash. Which numbers add up to 49? How can we expand 49? Hand up. I'm seeing two people's hands are up. That is Laurel and Amanda. All right, let me start with Amanda. Amanda.
Yeah.
Amanda, can you tell us? 49, how can we expand it? How can we make it bigger?
We draw here on the first line, we draw 40.
That is Amanda, my teacher. Here we shall put, first of all, let us first get the place values, Amanda, isn't it? 9 is in the place value of what?
Place value of 9 ones.
It is in the place value of ones. Thank you. And 4 is in the place value of what, Amanda?
Tens.
It is in the place value of tens. Okay. So if 4 is in the place value of tens, how 49 will become what, Amanda, when you expand it?
We draw here on the first line, we put 40.
We put 40. Because it is in the place value of 10, so it will be 4 times the 10, which will give us 40. So it is 40 plus what, Amanda?
Plus 9. We draw on the second one, we put 9.
Can everyone join his or her hands on your computer, on your iPad, on your tablet, and we give Amanda a very big hand clap. Let's do that on our computer. Thank you, Laurel. Thank you. Laurel has given you a very big hand clap. Bossa, Solomon. Oh my goodness, this is so lovely. People have appreciated you, Sophie. Carmen has given you a hand clap. Diana has given you a hand clap. Doreen has given you a hand clap. Thank you so very much. Your explanation was just very super. Thank you. This is what Sophie has told us, that you first get the place values, 9 in the place value of ones, 4 in the place value of tens. And when you expand it, then you will get the 4 times the 10, which will give us 40. And then 9 will remain the way it is because it is in the place value of ones. Thank you so much, Sophie. Yes, according to Sophie's explanation, who can do for us number 2? Number 2, I'm waiting for someone to do for us number 2. 50. 50. Who can try and do for us number 2? How can we expand 50? Yes, Diana.
Yes, Teacher Doreen.
Yes, can you please do for us number 2, Adiana? How can we expand 50?
You put 5 in the tens.
Let us first get the place values, Adiana, isn't it? 0 is in the place value of what?
Ones.
Ones. Thank you. And 5 is in the place value of what?
10.
10. That's brilliant. So what is 5 times 10? What do we get here in the first dash? What number do you write there if they say you expand 50?
5.
5 only? Remember, 50. It is in the tens. 50. Thank you, my dear. It will be 50 because it is 5 tens. 5 tens, which will give you 50. 50 plus what? Which number here is in the place value of ones?
0.
0. Thank so much, Diana. So the answer will be 50 plus 0. A very big hand clap to Diana. Please, all of you on your gadgets, bend on your gadget and give Diana a very big hand clap. All of you. Thank you, Solomon. Thank you, Wycliffe. Yes, here in primary 1, I told you we appreciate one another. Loro, thank you. Loro, put down that book. Thank you, Shireen. Thank you, Elsa. Thank you so much, Carmen. That is so lovely. We have appreciated Diana. Her work has been so good. Thank you, my dear. All right, let's go to the next number. This time around, I need a boy. And I have 2 boys in class. I have Solomon and Wycliffe. Those are my 2 boys in class, P1. So, could you please tell me 6? Yes, who can tell me how can we expand 6? How can we expand 6? I need a boy. Where are my boys? Yes, Solomon.
Write the word one.
Yes.
Write the word one.
Yes, we first get the this one is just 1. So we just first get the place value. It is only 1, Solomon, so we don't have tens.
Yes. And then
so how do you
write 6 on the first line?
This one or this one? The first one or the second one?
The second one.
The second one. Thank you. So we write our 6 here because we don't have any tens. So 6 here is in the place value of 1s. Are we together? Thank you, Solomon. It is just in the place value of 1s. All right, let's go to another number. I hope you've written this. Let's write this down quickly. Copy it quickly. And we are running out of time, so please let's try to hurry. We are running out of time. Should I clear off?
Yes.
All right, that's brilliant. Elsa, stop playing in my class. All right. Let's go to the next. Let's go to the next examples. And here we are. I have 2, just 1 number like this. 1 number. I expect everyone's hands to be up. I expect your hand to be up. I expect your hand to be up because you all know what we are supposed to do. Yes, Lauro. What are we supposed to do?
First, you draw ones on twos.
We first write its place values. What is the place value of 2, Lauro?
You draw ones.
It is 1s. Do we have any 10s here, Lauro?
No.
We don't have. So how do you expand this number? Tell me.
You draw 2 on the second one.
We put the 2 on the second one in the place value of 1s, and in the 10s we shall put nothing because there is completely nothing. We don't have any 10s here, so it will be 0 plus the 2. Are we together? So the 2 is being in the place value of 1s, it will remain as 2. Thank you so much, Lauro. Can we give Lauro a very big hand clap on your gadget? Give Laura a hand clap on your gadget. Thank you, my dears. Yes, Shireen, I'm not seeing your hand clap. Yes, thank you, Elsa, Shireen, Carmen. That is brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank you, Adiana, Solomon. That is beautiful. Laura, I think you've seen your hand claps. Let me go to the next number here. That is 9. It is also one number. I need a hand up that is going to do for us this number here. Yes, let me have Wycliffe. Another boy of mine in primary 1. Yes, Wycliffe, unmute yourself.
First, write the word lands.
Ones. We first get the place value of 9, which is ones. Then Wycliffe, what's the next step?
Now as the second one, write 2. 9.
We write 9, and the second one we write 9. Why? Because we don't have any tens, any number representing the tens. So that means in the place value of 10, we shall just put 0, 0, and that will be 9. We have expanded our number. And in the truth, by the way, when you come back to reality, when you add 0 plus 9, the answer will remain 9. So you have expanded the number. Thank you so much, Wycliffe. A hand clap to Wycliffe. A hand clap to Wycliffe. Let's appreciate him. Appreciate my boy in class, please. Girls, appreciate Wycliffe. Thank you, Elsa, Shireen, Carmen. Appreciate him, please. Others don't want to appreciate their friends. Thank you, Amanda. Okay, that's lovely. So let's copy these examples down in our books as we go to our next slide. I'm just remaining with less than 10 minutes to end the lesson. But before we do that, let's first do some other thing here. Let's write those examples down in our books, and then we go to the next slide. Are we done, Solomon? Yes. Wow, that's good. All right, let's go to the next, and we'll see how we can expand the numbers that are there. This time around, I have put the number given on the other side. It shouldn't tease you, but that's the way I have decided to do it. If a number is twisted in any way, how can you be able to do it? Okay, there are very many ways of killing a rat. So there are also many ways of answering numbers and working them out. So here I am starting with the dashes. Dash plus dash is equal to 24. Dash plus dash is equal to 24. Dash and dash is equal to 24. What do we do? What do we do? The procedure is the same. Still, we first get the place values of the numbers, and then we'll see where we can put them. Now, I want people who have not yet given me any answer in class. Any answer, let me get them. Come and put your video and talk to us. Unmute yourself, and then you talk to us. Come in. What do we do in that example? I have 24. Put your video.
Remove your video. Why?
So come in. I'm with you now. Come in. What is the place value of 4 here?
Ones.
Ones. Thank you. Let me first change the seal because the white has become too much. Okay. The place value of ones here, of 4 here is ones. And what is the place value of 2? Carmen?
Tens.
Tens. Thank you. So can you please expand this number for us, Carmen, please? So what do we put in the first dash here, and what do we put in the second dash? How are we expanding this number anyway?
We put 2 in the first one.
2. What is 2 times 10? 2 tens. How do we write 2 tens, Carmen? Do we just write 2?
No.
What do we write?
We write 20.
20. Thank you. We write 20 because these are two tens. Thank you, Carmen. Now, so the answer will be 20 plus what?
Plus 4.
Very lovely. 20 plus 4. Could we please give Carmen a very big hand clap? It will be 20 plus 4. Thank you, my dear. That is so, so lovely. A hand clap to Carmen. Thank you, Elsa. Thank you, Shireen. Only 2 people have appreciated Carmen. Carmen, I want you to look at the people that are appreciating you. Yes, thank you, Sophie. All right, the whole class almost. Thank you, Igale. Thank you, Solomon. Thank you, Wycliffe. That is too good. All right, let's go to the next example. That has been Carmen was given us this example here. So how do we go about the example, the number 2 here that we have? I have not yet seen Shireen giving us any answer. Elsa, Arop. Arop, is your network stable this morning? Unmute yourself and we see. Unmute Arop. Yes.
Yes.
Arop, now I can hear you very well. Could you please tell us how do we expand number 11? How do we expand 11? Arop, talk to us. Arop, talk to us, my dear. I can hear you. Arop, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Arop? Oh, sorry, her network is not stable again. She always has a problem of network, but when she gets clear network, she always contributes in class. Sorry for that. I'm looking for people who have not yet told us anything. Elsa, unmute yourself.
11, you put it this side on this dash.
Let's go slowly. What is the place value of 1, Elsa?
It's 0.
What is the place value? Place value, not the number. What is the place value of 1? Is it ones or tens?
It's ones.
Ones, thank you. And what is the place value of this other one in front of it?
It's tens.
Tens, thank you. So how do we expand 11, Elsa?
You put 0 here and you put 1 here.
Where do you get 0? We don't have 0 in the number. What is 11 when expanded? Remember, 1 times 10. 1 tens gives us what?
Then you put it this side, then you put 1 this side.
Very good. We put 10 here, and then we put the 1 here. 1 tens give us 10, and then 1 ones remains 1. Thank you so much, Elsa. So this is how we expand 11. It is 10 plus 1. Thank you so much, my dear. Let's appreciate Elsa. Let's appreciate Elsa with a very big hand clap. up on our gadgets? Thank you, Solomon, Adiana, Shereen. Wow, that's beautiful. Elsa, all these hand claps are yours. Amanda, they have all appreciated you. I have my last number here. I want to see the last lucky one who has not yet said anything in class. Let me see. To do for us the very last number, and we call it a day. Amanda, you gave us one. I think it is Shereen. Shereen, are you there? Show me your head. Shereen, I can't see you. I'm just seeing the chair. I have seen you now. I have seen you, Shereen. Shereen, could you please unmute yourself and let's try to do number last together. Let's do the last number together, Shereen. Unmute yourself. Shereen, unmute yourself, my dear. Shereen, can you hear me? All right. So Shereen, how do we expand 10? How do we make it bigger?
Nine plus one.
Yes. What is the place value of 0? Here. 0 is in the place value of what?
One.
Ones, thank you. And 1 is in the place value of?
10.
Tens. That's good. So how do we expand here? Shereen, what is 1 tens? What is 1 tens? What is the answer? 1 tens gives us which number?
9 plus 1.
There is no 9 plus 1 here, Shereen. I'm asking you 1 tens. Elsa gave us 1 tens as 10 here. 1 tens as 10. So we are coming to the same number again, Shereen. What is 1 tens? Which number does 1 tens
10
give
plus
us?
0.
It is 10 plus 0. Thank you, Shereen. 1 tens gives us 10, and then the 0 will remain 0 in the place value of 1s. It will not change. So the answer will be 10 plus 0. So in other words, in actual sense, if you add 10 plus 0, it will give you as a 10. My lovely children, why don't we stop here? I'm going to send these lesson notes in case there are people who didn't understand. In your free time, you can go through them and then
Bye.
accordingly. Have a lovely time and unmute yourselves and say bye to your loved ones, say bye to your friends. For those who have not yet done the assignments that I posted, please, this is the time for you to do them. Otherwise, have a blessed day. Unmute yourselves and say bye to one another. Unmute.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Record.